AI. That's what we hear wherever we go these days and whoever we speak to, because it's supposed to be the new cool kid on the block. Is he really? If you think AI is new, let me tell you, you are wrong. What if I tell you that AI actually dates back in the history? In fact, way back. Let's take a fun ride down the AI memory lane today. Before we start, we should understand what AI is and the difference between robots and AI, because people often get confused between the two. Robots are anything that will help ease our muscle power, meaning most tools and machines we ever invented. And AI is the brains of such machines. Plain and simple. First, we need to go back to mid-19th century to witness the beginnings of the modern-day AI journey, the AI that is shaping up now. This means AI is not new, even the AI as we know it. It dates back to 19th century. However, artificial intelligence as a concept has been worked upon for centuries, even in Greek mythology. There are tales about a giant automated statue guarding an island, throwing sharp objects at intruders in Greek mythology. In modern-day terminology, it was an artificially intelligent security robot. Weapons capable of autonomously traveling long distances and destroy enemies were used in Hindu mythology. In modern-day terminology, they were lethal autonomous weapons, or also known as LAWs. Other AI-based systems were mentioned in Greek, Hindu, Inca, and pretty much every ancient mythology. Let's move to documented history now. There are records of a boat in the Turkish region in the 13th century powered by water flow to transport dolls capable of playing music and entertaining people. Again, in the modern AI terminology, a self-driving boat carrying autonomous musical robots. An automatic clock was developed in the 14th century, self-powered by its weight. In the modern terminology, an automatic time machine. There were widespread use of windmills, water wheels, followed by simple steam engines, all carrying some level of intelligence. Sure, their primary purpose was to supplement human muscle power, but they supplemented some level of brain power as well, which is what AI does. Of course, the intelligence was powered by natural forces and science compared to today's intelligence powered by silicon. Nevertheless, we have been trying to build the concept of AI, and we call all of this the primitive AI. Then came along machines that could do bigger jobs, starting from the steam-powered machines in the 18th century, which is Industry 1.0, to electricity-powered machines in the 19th century, that is Industry 2.0. More powerful machines came into existence. Although basic, they all possessed some level of intelligence. For example, a telephone knew when the person on the other end called, and she was able to shout out for the owner in the form of ringing. A car knew she had to stop when the master pressed on the brakes. Okay, fine, I may be giving these machines more credit than they deserve, stretching the definition of intelligence. But let's just agree that they possessed some basic level of quote-unquote intelligence. Then came along the first generation computer, also known as the vacuum tube computer of the mid-1940s, that used vacuum tubes for processing. 1947 marked the beginning of the next generation AI to the invention of a working transistor that led to transistor-based computers or second-generation computers, and then integrated circuit-based computers or the third-generation computers, which is what we are using today, laying the foundation for extraordinary computing powers and data storage. Despite popular belief that our current-day AI is a 21st century invention, AI has been around since the 1950s, with Alan Turing publishing an article about the possibility of creating machines that can really think. more like real thinking, unlike what we had until that point. Turing also outlined details of such a machine and ways to test its intelligence. Some of the artificial intelligence tests we have in place today are in fact named after Turing. For example, in the video about AI 2.0, we talked about the fact that when we eventually reach AGI, that is Artificial General Intelligence, it can be tested through what we call the Turing test. In case you missed that video, you know how to get it. Just go to the link in the description below. Now back to this video. While there has been slow but steady progress in AI, the next major milestone occurred in 1956 with the formation of an AI research committee in New Hampshire. This committee marked the first milestone and the founding event for AI development. AI field has witnessed some rapid development in the years following. July 7, 1958, New York Times reported, "New Navy device learns by doing." The details read, "Physiologist shows embryo of computer designed to read and grow wiser." The Times went on to say, "The Navy revealed the embryo of a computer today that it expects will be able to walk, talk, see, write, reproduce itself, and be conscious of its existence." Similar news appeared in other newspapers as well, such as the New Yorker. The news reflected the work done by Cornell Aeronautical Laboratory led by Frank Rosenblatt. He demonstrated a room-sized computer identifying male and female faces and other images through learning from previously fed images. He did it through the concept of perceptrons, which is the basis for modern-day AI's neural networks, where each neuron in the neural network is called a perceptron. This can be considered a Sputnik moment in the history of AI, bringing enormous funding to the field. AI field has witnessed rapid growth in the 2 decades following. With the rapid growth in AI, robotics as a field started to grow as well, because in many cases these two fields go hand in hand. Japan took the lead in the field of robotics, making the first human-like robot in 1972 that could walk like humans and catch objects like humans. The robot also had artificial eyes that could see, ears that could hear, and a mouth that could speak Japanese. From solving complex math problems to processing languages, machines were impressing everyone worldwide who has access to them. There was a strong belief that a human-level intelligence was only a few decades away, and this was back in 1970s, almost 50 years ago. But 50 years later, today, we still don't have a human-level AI, not even close, in fact. So what happened? How come we failed to progress that was looking so bright? There was a major event that pushed AI into a dark period, not only slowing AI progress, but almost bringing it to a standstill. That story will continue in the next video. Stay tuned.